And we are live. Hello, everyone. Hello. What are we going to be doing today? Do you want to?
It's funny for me to say hello before people get here, but I know that people watch it afterwards,
Yes,
so
they're going to watch it later. Yeah.
it's gonna be like that
Do you
all
want
the
to?
time.
Do you want to give a quick overview or talk about what you're going to be doing today?
Yes, I'm going to do another page for my new comic book. I think the last page I've done inking on was the first page of the comic, and this is gonna be the second page, which is a double page, so it's the second and the third page.
Do you want to show the results of the first page? Because some of you were watching live last week and saw you working on it.
Maybe we'll do it a bit later after
Okay.
people show up.
Yeah.
I can show maybe now stuff that I bought recently.
Yeah.
I thought it's gonna be a nice idea to show some other comics and art before we start. So I bought I think it was at the Silver Snail store
Yep. In Toronto.
in Toronto. And maybe you can show the other screen. So
Sure. Let's move to your camera on your.
okay. So I bought the Heavy Metal #3. I didn't get to like pack it on the Kickstarter, so I bought it now. And it looks cool. It has some Enki Bilal here, which is also very cool. I wonder how he uses uses mixed techniques. A lot of colored pencils and maybe some watercolor, maybe markers.
I'm sure that Enki Bilal also uses pastels because I think it's like a mixed technique with
Yeah, it's mixed technique,
pencils, watercolor,
a lot of
pastels.
pencils.
Yeah.
So they have like some new stuff and some older stuff. This is new, for example. I didn't know the creators, Leah Moore and John Pacquiao. This is really nice. The art.
Taarna.
Tarna is it's like a character. She appeared in the 80s movie, the heavy metal movie
Oh yeah.
animation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of I think heavy metal owns the IP of this character, but all the other stuff from the movie is owned by Humanoids, like the French company.
Mm-hmm.
This is really nice. I like this. And the design of the car.
Yeah. Like a Laoshe.
What's a Lauscher?
Like a sort of like Chinese teacher character, like the old kung fu masters. They always have long beards.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know who's the artist here. Oh, it says here. Fernando Danino. Da Nino. This is really cool. I like the cartooning style. The faces are really good.
Yeah, the characterization.
And
Oh,
the coloring
did
is
you
also
see
nice.
this? Look at this face.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a tattoo?
I think so. It looks like the Maori tattoos.
Yeah, maybe something similar. Mm-hmm. That's a cool.
Mm-hmm. Really nice cartooning here. This looked similar, but I don't really know. This is also nice. The coloring, especially. They got some new, very like interesting artists here, and it looks like a heavy metal. Like the style is very
grungy.
Yeah, yeah. This is also
There's
nice.
some like violence and nudity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, this is really nice. So, insects and stuff. And I think they had like 4 different covers for this, and I chose this one. This was the nicest. So I also have this, which is a book I ordered online some time ago.
Yeah.
And this is by I think I don't know where he's from, but his name is Roger Ibanez. And look at this. This is so his style is so unique, and he's like confidence in the lines is so. This is so good.
Yeah.
The face.
Mm-hmm.
This is so amazing. And the perspective and the composition works. It works in pencil and also works like this,
Silhouette.
like in the inks with only inks, and also like this,
Yeah.
like colored. It's a very unique style to draw faces.
Pardon me.
And it also works like this in the inking, more like precise. This is so good.
Is that out of the ordinary that a character would work across multiple styles, or is that just?
I think sometimes you see like the sketch and it looks very good, and after you see the inks, it looks like different a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But here it works in this line, the inking style, and also in the sketching phase.
Yeah.
And he knows anatomy really well. I think he has like a new book now, but I didn't. It's only in French. Like he's mostly like famous in the French scene.
Yeah.
Look at the body style. This is very cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't see a lot of stuff by him, and this was very hard to find. So I had to order it online, and I didn't find anything else by him. But he has like a newer book, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Maybe I need to search again, maybe to see if there's if the French version is available. But at the end, there's some more. This is so good. Some more sketches. Fisheye perspective. The anatomy is very exaggerated. It's yeah, it's
Nice.
very good.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Did you want to show the page that
oh yeah. So last week I worked on the first page of the comics, Elix Sky, and I I didn't finish it on the stream. I think the stream was an hour and a half, more or less, a little bit more than that. And I think I've done the character and some of the foreground and a little bit of the background. And afterwards, I think like a day after, I finished it, and it's also you can see the stream of me doing the finishes, all the details in the background. It's also on YouTube, so you can scroll back and watch it if you want. but basically I've done on the stream most of the page, and I only the background and the details in the background I finished afterwards. So
Yeah,
can
you were
see.
streaming yourself finishing the
Yeah,
page, but it
I
wasn't
was
moderated. It was just
it,
like
yeah, it was
a
just
silent
me.
stream.
Yeah, silent stream,
Mm-hmm.
just me working
Yeah.
on it. Because when I'm working, it's hard for me to keep an eye on the chat and see what people are saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit different than like this, when I can like work, and if you do the moderating, it's I can talk and work at the same time.
Yeah.
So for today, this was the first page of the comic.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, there's the main character, one of the main characters, falling, and so this is going to be the first page, and then you go to the second and the third page, which is a double page, which is a spread. And I've already done the inks, the sketch for it. So this is the double, and so this is basically what happens afterwards. So the story starts with this character fall to his death. So he's basically dead here. And so as I tried to explain before, the story is told in a linear space style and not in a linear time. So it starts with the underground and gradually goes up in spiral in the city. So the first issue and the first pages are underground. So you see at the first page, you see the character falling from the underground up. And here on the second and third page, you see the character already dead on on a skylight from the ground looking up. So you also see the characters looking up and pointing at it, and yeah, stuff like that. So I think I'll start now with the character. I'll start with Tachikawa Maru, which is this type.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I think it needs to see my hand.
Is it a very fine point?
Yeah, it's
dip pen?
I think it's the finest I ever found. And it's flexible, but it's not super flexible. So it's best for stuff like this.
Really thin lines.
Mm-hmm. Like very small stuff and characters that are small on the panel. And
We went to a live band, a music show yesterday.
yes, we did.
It was an Australian band called Psychedelic Crumpets.
Yes, it's not the actual complete name, but I don't think we can say the
second word.
the second word in the name because YouTube stuff. I wonder if they have like problems, like
Yeah.
they have like problems with the name of the band.
I mean, I don't know if perhaps the pros that comes with having that name outweigh the cons.
What are the pros? people.
The
Like the people.
pros would be
There,
yeah,
people.
just like people liking the fact that they use that word in the name,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Or maybe
'Cause
it's like attracts more attention because it's like there's usually that sound.
yeah, it happens
sometimes.
around like 10 to 15 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this time it's soda.
Okay.
Yeah, so yesterday we had seats. So we were sat.
I think it was the first time I'm at a like rock concert show, and I was sitting.
No, not first time. We were together at, I think it was Muse.
Muse, no, I've never seen Muse live.
Not Muse. What's the band called where they do like puppets in their videos?
Puppets?
They use like marionettes.
Pink Floyd?
No, not Pink Floyd. It wasn't. I think it was Muse. Was it not?
I've never seen Muse
Okay,
live.
it
So.
was in Jerusalem,
Oh,
and
Mew. You think?
Muse.
Mew.
Mew. What? Who's Mew? Did we go to their show?
Yeah.
Okay, then we were sitting down. But yeah, it's very rare. I think it's been like over a decade.
Yeah, usually there's no, there isn't that option. So.
But there were also people standing downstairs, so it was like a two story type of venue.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting upstairs in like theater chairs, and downstairs there was a mosh pit, and people were like,
Mosh pit.
literally people were, every time the music went like into sort of like hard guitar mode, they started bouncing up and down and like bumping into each other, and it looked like ants were like whipped up into a frenzy every time.
I think it's not that unusual. Like every show where the music is a bit like louder, there's people who do that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but people were really bouncing up and down and into each other. And I think I saw a sweater being thrown around at some point and onto the stage. Yeah, it was nice though. There's a couple of their songs that I really enjoyed hearing live. And
Yeah, I really like. I think I found them through Spotify.
yeah,
And then the cool thing is Spotify says it when a band that you like they have a show near you, then
yeah.
you get a notification about it from Spotify, which is pretty cool because this way you can like go to concerts of. I guess I'm saying like regular stuff. It's not that unusual, but yeah, it was cool because I knew them and saw that they're coming, so. And we also have another show that we're
Yes.
gonna see of the Antlers.
Yeah, the
which I really
Antlers
like.
is in April, if I'm not mistaken. So there's still a little ways to go till then.
Yeah. If anybody has any questions.
Yeah. Questions about the process or what he's doing, what you're working on, the character, the utensils or devices that you use, anything you'd like to know, just ask and I'll funnel the questions to Nir.
Okay. This was fast, but I think I'm pretty much done with the main focal character here.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, because it's so small.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna do the blacks I'm not gonna do the entire blacks now. I'm gonna do just the corners that are hard to get with wider tools. And after this, we have a lot of faces like all around the scene because it's like depicted from below. So
Right.
so for the faces, because they're like bigger, I think I'm gonna use the G nib, which is this is like the regular nib that they use in Japan.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult to. There you go. Yeah.
This is what they use in for manga. So a lot of companies make these, but mainly this is from Zebra, I think, which is, I think it's a brand owned by Tachikawa as well. So because the faces are bigger here, and it's not like the main issue of the page here, I can be a bit more loose because people are not going to scrutinize the faces so much because it's not the main focus. It's not the main focal point of the page. I mean, a little more loose, and also like the lines are gonna be wider because it's closer to the camera. It's funny that you say camera for like it's not a camera, but it is like a point of view, I guess. I wonder how if there's a like more correct way to say it, because we always use the word camera, but there's no camera.
No, I think you can say like
Point of view,
vantage point, or
I think we need to come up with a better name for it. I like doing the faces because it's like it's relaxing for me. Because if it's not like main character or somebody that is important for the story, but only like a background character, it's more loose because I can like I can do whatever I want. I don't need to make it look familiar. I can do whatever. So it's more, I guess it's more relaxing and a bit more automatic. I don't need to think so much. Just need to like do something cool with the face, because the story is not in our world. It's in a different world. It's sort of a science fiction. I don't know if it's in the future, but it's basically, I guess you can call it speculative fiction.
yeah.
So it's not the characters are supposed to be different. They're not supposed to look like people that we see every day.
Are they human?
Yeah, they are human.
What percentage of what would you give as a number for the percentage that our world and the book's world are similar?
It's pretty similar, like in every aspect of biology, for example, and but it's different only in the biology and technology is pretty much similar. Maybe their technology is a bit more advanced, but not much more. So the main difference is the social aspects. So it's a utopia.
Yeah.
Like I think I talked about it a little bit before,
Yeah,
maybe in the
briefly last week.
previous, yeah.
So how would you describe their society?
Mm, it's um it's a utopia that works. So I read some stuff by I'm gonna forget his name now, so it's not gonna be like the best way to describe it like this. But there's a Greek, I guess he's a philosopher and maybe like a social, um, like
Critic?
critic, yeah. And he writes a lot about like capitalism and socialism and the system that we are part of today. And he's the only one that I found that had like ideas of a different kind of method, because every time we like as a society speak about capitalism and socialism, it always comes down to it's the only system that works,
Right.
capitalism.
Mm.
This is what people say all the time. It's the only system that works.
Yeah.
So I was looking at people who like, which is their, this is their like main issue that they study, and I was looking for suggestions for other types of systems that could work. And he's basically, I think he's the only one I really found like an elaborate system that he more or less developed or had an idea of how to develop it.
Yeah.
And I based this society on his basic ideas, which is sort of, it's not such socialism because it's not controlled by like one source,
Mm.
like in socialism where the government was in control of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also not capitalism because it's not controlled by the market. It's something in the middle. And I'm actually doing for the comic, I'm doing like a small, I can show it. I think I have it somewhere here. So I'm doing like a small, each chapter is going to start with a small comic strip, which is going to explain like the basic parameters of the society. I don't have it here, but it's somewhere here. So it's gonna be like a comic strip that looks like Calvin and Hobbes or something like that, and it's called um, Little Smith and the Starling, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
because Smith is like the Smith is gonna be the boy, and he's gonna ask a lot of questions, but he's gonna represent like the capitalist ideas or views. And the starling, which is a bird that we basically know from the murmurations,
Mm-hmm.
you see like a lot of them together. So I thought the bird is gonna represent best socialism or stuff that is more,
Egalitarian.
yeah. And it's gonna be like like a comic strip that explains the ideas of the society, but it's not like an actual part of the story. It's a little bit part of the story, but not like a main issue. So
Jamie has a question for us.
okay.
He says, I wanted to ask about both of you, what do you think about AI?
That's a question that we speak about a lot.
Yeah, we have conversations.
We have yeah, arguments.
I don't know if it's an argument per se, but there's a slight difference in opinion when it comes to um, AI in the artistic fields and how that might develop. It's not that I want it to be this way, but
Yeah, I think we agree on the fact that it's not good for artists
it
today,
hasn't
and
been good. Yeah,
it's not good for art.
yeah,
But you
yeah.
think otherwise about how it will be in the future, and
Right.
I think something else.
Yeah, so
Basically.
basically it boils down to I believe that if we continue on this path that we're on now regarding AI and the way it's been rolled out and developed, that we're going to see in a short amount of years entire series, like television series and film franchises that are created by basically one or a handful of individuals with no studio needing to be involved, and then people will sort of, they'll have their favorite director, or in quotes, or artist, and they'll just watch the shows that those people create, and you won't have to have like a huge financial backing in order to create shows that take years at this point in time to film and direct, and all the extras and the sets, and yeah, it'll be much easier. It'll all happen, and I don't think it's coming tomorrow,
But I
but
think you also said something that is more extreme. That the show will be created like by itself.
well, not by, I mean, it at the moment, during the past couple of years, we went from having virtually no generally accessible AI tools to you being able to use text to prompt and just receive images or short videos instantaneously, basically. I think on this trajectory, there's no reason to believe that you wouldn't be able to prompt an entire television series for yourself.
I think you will be able.
Yeah.
I agree with that. With this, I don't agree with the fact that people will like it. Like people would want. I don't think people would want to watch a show that was created entirely by AI. I don't think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be stay. I think it's going to stay as a like um like a Photoshop tool, like what's the name of the? I'm looking for a specific word. Like an effect.
Right.
Like an effect that you get used to it. You see it once, and you'll see it again, and it's gonna be boring because I think people want to see stuff that other people created. People want to see stuff that is connected to humans, and not. I don't think it's going to be interesting for them. I think it's going to be possible for sure. The technology is almost there by now, but I don't think it's going to be interesting so much for people. It's going to be, maybe it's going to work for example, we saw a movie recently. We saw what movie did we see? We saw the Frankenstein movie. And at the beginning, do you remember at the beginning we saw like a commercial for Coca-Cola at the beginning of the movie?
Yes.
So it was a AI commercial,
Mm-hmm.
like completely done by AI. I think also the prompt was done by AI.
Yeah.
Like the idea of what you're gonna see. And for this, I think, yeah, companies are gonna do that more and more. And basically, they don't need to pay anything for it because it's free and it's nothing. And for Coca-Cola, which is a huge company, it doesn't matter if they like spend a lot of money for commercials or spend nothing for commercials. The only thing that matters is that they can show their logo and show their name, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's gonna be used basically mostly for that.
Yeah, this is
Just
where
because I think people are not gonna be very interested
this is where
in
we
that.
differ in opinion, because I automatically invoked, you know, the dawning of computer generated imagery and 3D animation. So when that started happening, I remember people saying, yeah, this is just a gimmick, it's going to blow over and it's not going to interest people because it's not a hands-on physical thing. Like, they're not props, they're just computer images. How can that captivate an audience? And here we are a couple of decades
No, but
later.
I don't think it's the right comparison.
Obviously, this is a bigger issue. It's not just like one
Mhm.
tool, it's a very broad issue. But I maintain that there definitely will be people that will not be interested in AI generated content, just as like a rule of thumb. They'll they'll look for that, you know, generated badge on it, and they'll say, yeah, we're not gonna back this for just ideological reasons. And there are going to be people who are willing and enjoy watching the content generated through AI, or, you know, and then there's going to be
See,
people
I
that
don't
like
think
both, and there's going to be people that are not interested in either type of
I don't
content.
think that people are gonna enjoy it. The only thing I can see is maybe for people who are creative, so maybe they can do like something that they create for themselves, like a show that they create for themselves, and maybe that's gonna work. But I'm not sure about it as well, because people usually like to see stuff that people like chose the like somebody who is a human worked on it. This is what interests people, I think. But yeah, it's an interesting argument,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess we're gonna find out not like somewhat soon who
Yes.
was right.
Yeah. I mean, other things could intervene in the interim as well. But if things stay on the course that we're on, I don't see any reason why there would be a difference between television commercials and other forms of like media
But I
for
think they
consumption.
have to solve the so there's a lot of like ethical issues, and we agree on them, I think,
Yes.
because I think we think that artists and people who like their works are used for language models and art models,
Yeah.
they need to be compensated somewhat somehow.
In some way. Yeah.
But I don't think they know how exactly how to solve this.
Yeah.
But maybe it has a solution, maybe
Hmm.
not, I don't know, because now it's not like it's there's a lot of ethical issues involved.
It seems like the modus operandi of the human race, as far as technology, like new technologies being rolled out, is concerned, we just like jump ahead and start doing something before asking ourselves if we should, or what kind of boundaries or controls
Oh,
we should set up.
Are you Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park?
Why is that what he said?
Yeah, I think it's the sentence is you humans are looking if they could and not thinking about
If
if
they
they should,
should.
or
Yeah,
something like
so
that.
then if that's what he said, then yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. I agree with that. I mean,
Jurassic Park has a lot of like good quotes for stuff like that.
for sure. And so basically, yeah, we haven't been really asking ourselves if we should. And we just went like full throttle, straight ahead. Let's just get these systems going, and they're gonna
But
yeah, be, you know, what is it called? Trained on all of the imagery online, regardless of whether it's copyrighted or personal or trademarked. And
I
just
think the
went,
only thing that affects like the choices of the humankind is the only thing is capitalism. It's like the only thing that controls humans.
Hmm.
It's only about like making profit somehow. That's the only thing basically. And there's another route which is like the scientific route, but there's no reason to like scientifically work on large language modeling. It's not something that you can study, or it's like it's a machine. It's not like something you study.
Yeah.
So the only thing that controls it is basically money, which
Mhm.
is controlled by the system that people invented. And this is like a part of the it comes back to the idea of my book,
Yeah.
which talks about a different kind of society that is not controlled by capitalistic measures.
I mean, there are people whose sort of job or even studies are in the field of ethics, right?
Yeah.
So this is something that exists in universities. People get PhDs in, I guess, maybe it's like a philosophy type of degree in ethics.
Yeah, I had a course in ethics.
In ethics, but then I've
It was
never heard
the
of.
course's name was I think it was ethics and what's another word I'm using?
Morality.
Not morality, like the how do you define beauty?
Oh, aesthetics.
Aesthetics, ethics and aesthetics.
Right. So, but then the thing is, like, so we have this is a very, I think, limited number of people on Earth are have chosen to base their careers around ethics, but you rarely hear of like ethics departments shooting down some sort of project at a big company. So
Because
it's not like a main issue, right?
no, not at all.
It's not a main issue. It's not even a
Because
secondary or a tertiary
it
issue.
doesn't make money.
It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't make money. So this is basically, we're back to the point that you made before, where in which everything revolves around sort of like the fiscal financial gains and how to make that work.
Well, not everything, because there's the science and so in most of the Western countries, the science institutions and universities are controlled by the. They also have like the effects of capitalism, because they make money as well,
Yeah.
because they have patents. But a lot of them are supposed to be funded by like external means, and I don't have any doubts that a lot of scientists are not doing what they are doing for money.
Uh-huh.
So this is not like so capitalism, by my view, it's not controlling what people think. It's just affecting the bigger goal of the human race.
How could the financial like social system not affect how people think?
Because I think most of the people don't like money as it is. Most of the people like to like be pleasant and like have like good life and be, I don't know, be happy.
Yeah.
This is mostly what people want. There's few people that are obsessed with money, of course.
Yes.
But not, I think most of the people are not.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like want to have a career just to like fulfill their dreams or stuff like that, and they don't see money as a goal. But I think like if you look at the bigger picture, it's like something that society is affected. Like the most important thing that society is moving by is capitalism, because the small percentage of people that are interested in money have a lot of money and a lot of effect on the entire system.
Yeah.
I'm continuing here with faces. By the way, I'm not a huge socialist or something like that. I think that capitalism is it's not like a horrible system, but it has a lot of flaws now that
Yeah.
needs to be corrected.
I think capitalism, I think I look at these things sort of
I think
like,
it's proven in a way.
yeah, oh, it's proven to work, but this is what I'm about to say, that I think each point, each type of societal framework works well for the point at which the society is in their sort of like evolution, or right now you could look at it as though like we're going through adolescence, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
and then that into early adulthood. I think capitalism is good for that.
Yeah.
But afterwards, when we mature, so this could take like hundreds or thousands of years, I think we're going to just like sort of outgrow the current modes that we're in. And I don't necessarily know what comes next. I don't think anyone does, but it will
Yeah.
have to sort of like match your maturity level
Yeah, I think
as a
it's
species.
like to describe capitalism as juvenile. It's like the best description, I think, because it's very juvenile. It's like profit, like you deserve to live if you make profit. That's it. There's only like basically one or two rules.
Yeah. So Jamie just wrote, art isn't a luxury, design isn't optional, creativity is the reason anyone looks twice at a product, connects with a story, or remembers a name. I 100% agree with that. And I would like to see that remain the way that it is.
Yeah, me too.
It's just that like you can see, if you look at human, like recent history, that certain ideals or even like, yeah, artistic sort of merit, you can see how that tends to like erode over time
Do you think so?
in
I'm not
favor
sure.
in
I'm not
favor
sure.
of, well, yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot
I
of,
think modern art, but this is very recent. Like if you look at the like
yeah,
human is history, the entire history, only the modern art movement,
yeah.
like I think it kind of destroyed the art capabilities of the human race,
Hmm.
like in recent years.
How
But I think
recent?
like modern art, like since the beginning of the beginning of the 20th century, let's
Right.
say.
Yeah. So like 100 years,
I don't know,
120 years.
Marcel Duchamp or
Yeah.
stuff like that. I think this hurt the artistic movement a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like modern art at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like if you look at places like not uh, Western places, that if you see their art style, you see something else. For example, in China, you see completely different style of art there, which
Yeah.
I think it's like it has like a lot of flaws, but at least they have like the um, this is also hard to describe, but they put effort to art
Hmm.
as opposed to modern art
Okay, so this is a
in the
good
West.
that's a good question actually. Now that you just said that, it sort of made me think about what kind of effort would be put into creating a series utilizing AI for the generation of the series. So, let's say I have an amazing idea, and I thought about all the characters, and I thought about the arc of the story, and the type of story, and the locations, and everything, right? I have an idea that's come together in my mind, and I've maybe even sketched it out while writing it a little bit, and it's matured, and I've changed it, and I've developed it, and then I give it to some sort of AI system in order to generate it, right?
Mhm.
Is not the effort that I put into the birthing of the idea effort in itself? Is
Yeah,
that not,
it depends on how much the AI is in control and how much you're in
let's say
control.
I'm completely in control. and the AI just sort of like does my bidding and generates the visuals and the audio, the cuts and filmography, cinematography, but like you are completely in control, and you're doing a lot of uh, secondary prompting to fine
For me,
tune.
it sounds like as if you're not in control, because if the AI is responsible for the imagery, then there's no so this is it's like in comic books, like there's a writer and there's an artist. If there's only a writer, there's no comic book. It
Right. Yeah.
can't exist without an artist.
But the artist references. So let's say you have all sorts of different influences in your artistic style, and then you have your own twist on it, right?
Okay.
Don't you think that in, let's say, 5 or 10 years time, an AI agent or like artist will be able to?
I think it will be able, for sure.
It will be able to.
I think it will be able.
Right.
What the difference between what you say and what I say is, I don't think people are gonna be interested in that.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be for sure. And people now can like use generative AI to make comic books without knowing nothing about art or drawing.
By the way, I just want to make it clear that everything that I've been saying, it's not that I want this to happen necessarily. I just think there's
necessary. It's not necessary.
No, I don't want it to happen. Obviously, I don't want AI to take over instead of artists and writers and creators. I do not want that. Yet, I'm just not sure that it won't happen to a certain extent. I don't think that it's going to make artists obsolete entirely, but it does feel as though there is a chance that it might make some artists sort of like take on a portion of the creative sphere, if you will.
I think it's funny, but I think my view is a bit more optimistic, because I give people more credit. Maybe they don't deserve it, but
I think that I don't know who said it. This is like a quote often attributed to whatever Einstein, but they say that he said basically everything that you can think of. But someone said along the way
Einstein
that
said everything.
Yeah, but I remember this quote being attributed to him. I don't know if it was him, but it was.
Is it about the bees?
No, it was something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was like the IQ of a group of people is in directly proportionate to the group. So the bigger the group of people, the lower the average, the lower the group's IQ is, basically.
I don't think it's true.
It's just it talks about like mob mentality, right?
Yeah.
Or how most people have their tastes lie in like pop culture. So if you're taking a generalization of society, you tend to get most of the interest focused on what is trendy at the moment, what's popular at the moment, what's easy to produce at the moment. And then there's always outliers that are interested in the fringe kind of art and ideas.
Yeah.
And it seems to me that the most popular doesn't, well, we can say it, right, that it doesn't necessarily mean the art that is being
best,
being like
the most interesting,
or the most effort goes into it, or however you want to slice it. But yeah, not the most interesting, not the most effort, just quick, catchy.
A lot of the time is the opposite.
Has there been a point in time in which the most interesting art was the most popular as well? I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I guess in the Renaissance, maybe.
Maybe for brief periods of time, and only in like
No,
specific...
I think in the Renaissance times, which I think it's gonna come back.
Roberto says, have you guys seen Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein?
Yeah,
yes,
we've seen
2 days ago we went to the movie theater and we watched it. He says the creature's design reminded me a lot of Nir's work. That's actually good.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the creature, and also I was like seeing the dashed lines on his face where the like seams were. And it really reminded me of the way
It
that you
reminded me
do.
of a specific drawing I drew.
Right,
Like
yeah,
there's I've done a commission of the Sandman universe,
yeah,
the one with the gods.
right. Do you have it
So
here? Can we
after
show what you're talking about?
yeah,
Okay, let's
so
show it.
I've done, so it's like it's based on a classical composition,
Yeah,
and the main figure is a dream, and he's the god Hypnos. And so after we went to Greece a few years ago, and after I saw the black paintings on pottery there, I was very influenced by the style. So they have, it's basically cartooning, so it's storytelling on pottery, and it's amazing. I don't know if people know what I'm talking about, but it's called the black paintings, and it's like a specific style that the Greeks used to draw on pottery.
right. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So after I saw that, I was very influenced. So you can show like maybe even maybe this as well.
Okay.
So this was a commission of the god Apollo. Also uh, the faces I drew, and also the faces I'm drawing now,
Yeah.
are very influenced by the Greek style.
So I've put it up on the screen here, right next to.
Yeah, it's like it's big eyes. You can see like Michelangelo's David here, which is Renaissance, but it's inspired by the Greek sculptures. Big eyes, small nose, small mouth,
Yeah.
and very round features. And
Yeah.
also the line style is inspired by Greek.
Is that the commission you were
And I
talking
think
about though,
no,
or
I talked about this,
this
the
one? Yeah. Well,
endless, the gods commission. So
right.
the main character is in the middle. The main character is Dream, is
Yeah.
Hypnos, the god Hypnos, which is a Greek
Yeah.
Greek god.
Yeah.
So his face looks exactly like the face of the monster in the Guillermo del
Yeah.
Toro
It really
movie.
does look similar.
I think he tried to do, this is what we talked after the movie, we talked about it a little bit, and I think he tried to like make him look like a Greek sculpture or a Roman sculpture. The face is very like small. He chose the actor by this idea,
Yeah.
and it also reminded me the alien in Prometheus.
Right. The
Prometheus.
alien. So it was giving me two things: the alien, the humanoid alien in. I don't think it was Prometheus. I think it was the movie, one of the later films.
I think it was the starting of Prometheus when you see him, he's drinking something, and then it's like disassembled and falls in the water.
No, 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 no. So you're talking about the. I think they're called the, not the architects. They have like this.
Yeah, yeah, it's like the alien species that
Yeah.
invented the weapon that was supposed to wipe entire planets, something like that. And it looks like a Greek sculpture, and I think that was the. I never heard
The
like
engineers.
engineers.
Okay, so the engineers is one thing that it was giving, and then the other thing was there was a basketball player that played the hybrid alien
Yeah,
human in
yeah.
one of the latest films. He's like very skinny and tall,
Yeah, I know.
and that was
I know what
also
you're talking about.
reminiscent of that character as well.
But I really like the choice. I think it was the best feature of the movie. Even though I really like the movie, it's a good movie. But the like the choice to make the creature like young and like really interesting, like visually,
Hmm.
it's different than what they've done in the past.
Yeah, I recently was listening to an interview by so they were interviewing a musician, and she um, basically like allows people who trained AI on her voice and her music to create
Grimes?
songs. Yeah, to create songs with the AI version of her singing. I think it's not just singing. I think maybe it also like comes up with the actual music itself
Oh no.
in some
Okay.
way. Yeah. And
I smudged a little bit of ink somehow.
okay. As long as
It's
the
okay.
inkwell doesn't tip over again, we're doing
No,
okay.
I don't think it's possible.
And yeah, so I mean, this is what I started talking about before when I tried to say that like my point was people also rely on history and other artists in order to inform and create their own styles, right?
Yeah.
And basically like AI is doing the same thing.
Yeah. But the fact that it's a machine and it's not a person, this is what gonna make people not be interested in it.
In a future in which people become more like machines and machines become more like people, will the line between them
I'm not talking
blur?
about like the far future.
No, it
of
doesn't have to be
course.
that far. It could be 200 years down the road. That's not that
It's
long.
far. 200 years. I can't speak about that. It's too far.
It's too far, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't have a clue what's gonna be in 200 years.
No, but we could speculate. I mean, that's what science fiction.
You can speculate, but it's gonna be like much hard speculation than think about like the like close future. And it was funny because when we got out of the movie, I got a message from my art rep that someone is interested in Frankenstein commission,
Mhm.
and I couldn't answer her because we were in the movie.
We were watching the Frankenstein,
Frankenstein
movie,
yeah.
while you got the commission, yeah, the message.
Obviously, I really like the illustrations of the classical Frankenstein.
Yeah, so Jamie says there is an AI music app now that you can use. It creates everything for you, the type of song style, who will sing it, etc. It's crazy seeing it. Yeah, basically that's yeah. So there's one thing I do not understand. Why are the developers of AI and machine training and learning and the LLMs, why are they coming so hard for artists?
Because it's the easiest thing.
I don't think it's the easiest thing. Wouldn't the easiest thing be like filling out forms and bureaucratic like hogwash?
You can do that with large language.
But isn't that what people would like to be automated more so than the the arts and like creative endeavors taking? But it seems like they're focusing every ounce of energy.
No, I think they do what they can. So there's ChatGPT, which is gonna be helpful for stuff like that, like documents and boring stuff.
Yeah.
And anything that so basically there's a huge like pool of information, which is the internet, the web, and anything that you can learn from it, they're gonna develop some sort of AI based on it. So now it's only images and text because there's nothing else.
And music.
And sound.
So there's
So
AI at the moment that is,
images is gonna, it's coming for the artists.
yeah, and also
Sound
like
and music is coming for the musicians.
right,
And text is
writing.
coming, writing for writers. It's already happening. So
Mhm.
people who, I know specifically about people who were like writers for magazines and stuff that can't find work now.
Mhm. I think it won't be long until it'll take over like animators' jobs as well.
I'm not sure about that because there's also like the government intervention and like rules and
But
stuff.
has the government intervened so far
Only for only for
on behalf of the major
yeah,
corporations? Yeah.
because again it makes money.
Also, I think like some of these big companies are, I think we're verging on them being as powerful or more powerful than entire nations at this point.
Yeah, they are like that
Uh-huh.
already.
Because I mean, if
Like
you look at,
Elon Musk himself, I think has more like how do you say it? GDP
yeah,
than a lot of governments
yeah,
today.
yeah, definitely.
I
And
don't
not
know
just
how
him,
this stream became so
philosophical.
yeah, philosophical, political.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're saying anything extreme or out of the ordinary, but it is an interesting sort of like we're living in interesting times, I guess you could say it that way. A lot
Like
of technological progress has been happening that is pretty nuts.
it's like the famous Chinese curse.
Yeah, exactly.
May
May
you
you live
live
in
in
interesting times.
interesting times.
Jamie says companies are coming after anything to make money, art, books, music, movies, and TV shows. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And unfortunately, I think a big swath of the population will eat up any type of AI generated content once it becomes indistinguishable from current media and programming. There is no reason that the majority of people won't be swept up in it and just like accept it with both hands like open and waiting.
I don't think so. I think that people are I I I was trying to figure out why people think that specific artwork are are good or not.
Hmm.
And a lot of the time it's like effort. Like if you this is like for example for the like classical paintings, and maybe like if you look at like comic book artists. So people like, for example, Jeff Darrow. They see they see his drawing and they like it because they see effort. Like they see the time it took him to like complete the work. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is one thing. It's not the only thing.
No. Yeah.
So this is a simple thing because you see effort. It's something that everybody can recognize.
Hmm.
And I think it's only one thing. There's a lot of other things, but you wouldn't be able to see. There's no effort
Mm.
with AI, so this is completely wouldn't work in like
But there
with
could
an
be
AI.
there could sort of be like the semblance of effort, right? So complexity could be there.
Yeah, but you don't see effort. You see complexity. Complexity without effort is not something that people are interested necessarily in.
I don't know about that. People enjoy complex things that come about naturally with no one authoring them.
But not because of the complexity, because of other stuff.
Mm,
I'm not saying it's the only thing. Of course, there are other things that to like.
At
to
a certain,
judge
at a
like
certain,
an
yeah,
artwork.
at a certain point, AI is going to be better at humans than, on average, than at everything, right?
Okay,
Is
another example. Okay,
Mhm.
so computers can like win in chess competitions now.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
yeah,
But still, people are interested in chess competitions, in humans playing chess.
yeah.
So I think it's more similar to that idea. Like there's already like machine that does better the
Mm-hmm.
job which is, for in this example, playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
And people do it much worse than machines, but still there are competitions and there are athletes and like superstars and all kinds of stuff that is related to this sport,
Mm-hmm.
because people want people to do this and not machines. It's not interesting for them. And I think it's kind of similar to the AI thing. I'm not sure it's like the exact
Yeah,
like comparison, but
yeah. I'm not sure it's the best comparison either, but I see what you mean. Nick says that he agrees with you. Um, he says, I think it may be more technically proficient, but I would argue it will never be more creative. I'm not sure about that. I think given enough effort, if we keep on putting our, energy and yeah, so this is the Nick saying, would you watch two computer games play chess against each other? So that's exactly why I think it's not the best example.
no, I would
No
not.
one would no one would do that. I wouldn't either. No one would do that. But I'm saying, like, if if I gave you, in like 5 years time, I gave you two complete television series, and you both of them were amazing and very well thought out and planned, and the characters were good, the actors were doing their jobs well, and the story was creative and intelligent, and you watched the whole series, both of them, and you enjoy both of them, would me telling you afterwards that one of them was generated with AI make you like it more?
No, make me like
I
it
meant
less.
I meant make you like it less.
Yes.
So you would go back and say, okay, so I enjoyed it, but now that I know that it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
generated,
yeah. Of
I
course.
dislike it.
Of course.
Okay, so I'm aware of that. There are many people like that, but I think there are others who would say, no, if I liked it, it wouldn't matter to me how it was created.
Even now, if people like say it, if you like watch a like if you see like a picture and you don't know if it's a picture or a drawing, and then you find out it's a drawing, you're gonna think something completely different about it. And
Yeah,
it's um re- it, it, it's human like to think like that.
right.
You're supposed to think like that. You're
Yeah.
supposed to have the context. You can't enjoy something without a context.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm for sure it'll have context. There's no reason to think that it won't have context.
It can it if people are gonna use it as a like a hoax or as a way to like say that they did the work, but it eventually will be discovered that it was AI,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like reducing the thing with like showing the thing without the context, because the context is important. The context is a human created it or an AI created it. It's a different, completely different thing.
Yeah. He says, wait, what is he saying? Uh,
Does anybody have any question about what
Roberto says that's because Nir has taste and is intelligent. LOL.
Mm,
Are we saying that I'm not intelligent?
no, we're not saying that.
No, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm saying that because we agree on this, right? It's not that we don't.
Mhm.
Both of us would like human authors to continue being compensated and being able to create their work. I think that I have a slightly less optimistic
Yeah,
point of
you
view
think that people
regarding the
are,
human race than
yeah,
you.
you I think you
That's the
think
main.
less of like people's
Right.
way of judging the situation. And I
Hmm.
think people are more intelligent than what we think about them.
Yeah. Okay. I hope you're right.
I hope so too. Okay, so I've done all the faces in this side, and I'm almost finished with the characters here. We have like this big one and another one here.
Nick says it's that its context is derived from everything else. There's nothing original because it can only be comprised of subject matter fed to the engine. It has no unique point of view.
That's correct. I agree.
I think a lot of artists also don't have a unique point of view.
That's
And
right.
and I think that like down the road, perhaps AI could develop a unique point of view or something that resembles a unique point of view and makes people
But then it's
think.
gonna be like a person. Then it's
Right.
gonna be like a person,
Y-
and I don't disagree that AI could be in the future like a
Yeah.
complete human. I
Right.
think
Right.
like as an idea, I think it's possible.
Yeah.
But if it's gonna be like human, then it's a human. It's the
Right.
same thing.
Yeah.
It's just another creation of a human.
Yeah. Oh, Nick is asking if you got any more mystery sketch assignments.
No, I've done them already. Not yet. I don't know.
Not yet. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can talk about them, about the ones I've done already. I don't know if they already revealed the. I think I've done maybe three big ones and four sketches.
Yeah.
I think.
Jamie is asking, what's the most surprising interpretation someone has given your work?
Hmm. Somebody.
I remember someone being afraid of your work,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? Wasn't
That's
that was
yeah.
surprising?
No, he wasn't afraid. He told me that he has like a friend who can't. He, so he showed his friend my work,
Yeah.
and she was like she had like a visceral reaction, and she almost threw up because I think it was the phase that I've done a lot of like architecture with a lot of like um holes and like
Oh,
windows, and
yeah.
there's a specific phobia
Phobia.
of holes, and
Right.
I think she had this specific phobia,
Well, that makes
so
sense.
she couldn't watch it.
Trypophobia, I think it's called.
I don't know the name.
Here, I'm looking it up. Yeah, trypophobia is an aversion to repetitive patterns of small holes or bumps, often triggering feelings of fear, disgust, or discomfort. I think that's like a really bad sort of phobia to have because there's so many things in day-to-day life that follow that sort
Yeah,
of.
but I think they are afraid of like a lot of holes together, like something that is very like has like a lot of holes in it, not just like one or two or three. It's and I had like a lot of drawing that has like for example like this, like what you see here.
Right, yeah. The
So that was like a weird
I
reaction.
think it's like an exaggeration of the healthy fear of wasp nests and bee nests and things of that nature.
Maybe it comes from that. I'm not sure. Yeah, it might come from that, or like a body horror thing,
Yeah,
like to have like a disease that
right,
eats you from the inside or something like that.
right. It's charming.
So sometimes people say that my work reminds them of something, and sometimes I don't really know or don't really see the comparison. And I think somebody told me once that my stuff reminds
Coral?
no, like a specific artist,
Oh,
and I'm blanking on the name now. So
what type of, where are they from? What time are they
American
from?
cartoonist, like recent. He has like a book with Daniel Warren Johnson, a recent book.
Huh.
They're friends, and I completely I don't see it at all.
Is he an illustrator?
He's a cartoonist, like a comic book artist.
Hmm.
He had the book with
Do you know what the book's called?
the moon is following us.
The moon is following us. Riley Rosmo?
Riley Rossmo.
Okay.
So somebody told me that my art reminds.
And you don't see it.
Do you?
I don't know who Riley Rosmo is.
Just look it up.
I can look it up. Rosmo is a specific surname. I've never heard that before.
He has like a
Riley
cool style, but I don't see
Rosmo.
it. I don't know.
No, yeah, it's way more cartoony than you are, right?
Yeah, it is. And so another guy from a publisher that I'm working with right now, he always compares my stuff to Paul Pope, for example,
Yeah,
and I don't see it as well, and I don't see it at all.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
and I also talked to Paul Pope about it, and he didn't see it either.
Are you sure that he meant like the style itself reminds him of Paul Pope, or maybe he meant something else?
I didn't ask like specifically, but
Yeah.
he kept saying Paul Pope about my stuff.
I mean, I'm looking at Paul Pope's things now just to, just have it in front of me.
I really like Paul Pope.
It,
I really like his style. As
I
he's
don't,
an amazing
yeah, I
cartoonist,
also don't see it though. I
but I
mean,
don't see it.
it's probably closer to the previous one, Rosmo, but even then, this is not, it's not reminiscent of your style, to me at least.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah.
And also, I heard a lot of people say Raphael Grandpa,
Okay.
and I don't see it as well. I do like his stuff.
Raphael Grandpa.
Yeah, not grandpa, grandpa with M.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Yeah,
I mean, also very cool, but
very very cool.
yeah, this is a very nice sort of like tight style
Hmm.
that I enjoy a lot, but I agree with you. I don't see, I mean,
I think that he has
maybe
like
there's
the
some,
white on the black.
yeah,
I
there's
think it's like
some images in which, so like he has the white lines on big black sort of blocked out shapes.
Mhm.
That sort of reminds me somewhat of what you do, but again, like the styling is different.
And people say Treadmore a lot, but this I can see. I
Yeah,
can see
I think, yeah,
resemblance.
we agree on that. That maybe is the only one where you can see some sort of like,
And also the people say sometimes Ian Bertram, and I
mm.
also can see that.
But I think the question was more geared towards like, um, let's see how it was worded. Hartley. No, who was it? Here, let me look on here. Yeah. I think Glendale artists were creating for fun. What's the most surprising interpretation someone has given your work? So I think it's less of like who
Yeah.
it reminded them of and more of, oh, what do you mean about like interpretation? That's the question.
People say about my writing stuff. I heard some also it's also comparisons, but because I think that's the most people when they say something about your work, it's mostly comparisons because it's easy. So they say it reminded them of like specific artist or a specific writer or filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a lot of David Lynch, which is nice because I really like David Lynch.
Yeah. Lynchian. Yeah, there are definitely some Lynchian uh, sort of, I guess I'd call them tropes or devices that you use
Yeah,
consciously.
and not consciously.
Yeah. Let's take a look at what you've been able to do today so far.
How much are we in the stream?
An hour and 25 minutes. So we're going to be ending in a few minutes.
Okay. I think I've managed to do most of the characters
Mm-hmm.
because it's a double page and there's a lot of them, so it takes some
Yeah.
more time than usual.
Uh-huh.
I'm not apologizing, but it is what it is. It's funny, this saying. We hear a lot of North American people say that.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean anything. It's like
I mean, I think the meaning behind
it's
it
like
is
saying nothing.
sort of, yeah, but I think that what the meaning behind it is what it is trying to convey something along the lines of, well, that's just the way it is, so what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
You know, which is also not saying much.
No, it's not saying anything.
Yeah. Okay, thank you everyone for joining us today.
Let's show the what I've done.
Yeah, the 2 pages. So
I'm gonna switch for the like the front lights so you can see the. So basically, I blocked out most of the faces, and this is the double as it looks right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Pages 2 and 3
it's like this.
of Healing
Okay,
Sky.
like this. We have a figure that is right in the middle, but it
Right.
doesn't matter because there's a lot of figures, and it's not like the main focal point of the image, which is here.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is like the main
Yeah.
point of the double page, and the people around are just like background, and you're supposed to also see the city, like some of a little bit of the city in the background. Let's show it like this maybe.
Don't forget to tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat place.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna continue this because during last week I've done pages of the first issue of this story, and I think I reached page 12 or 13, more or less. But it's all like a sketch in the sketch phase. And inking, I've done the first one last week and this one, and I'm gonna continue this maybe tomorrow or day after this.
Right.
And then maybe next week we're gonna do the third page, the fourth page, or something else, maybe a commission. Not sure yet.
Yeah, we're trying to get the word out about our sort of moderated live show. So if you know anyone who would happen to enjoy joining us and listening to our dialogue and watching the live as
You can
well,
switch to the maybe the camera that shows both of us.
we'd love for you let everyone know, whoever you think might be
Yeah,
interested.
do the like and subscribe and comment down below and blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
actually, there's the video that you edited about New York Comic Con has close to 900 views, which is a
that's
lot
cool.
for us.
Yeah, it's nice.
But no one has commented on it so far, which
that's weird.
I found strange. But yeah, for sure, like, comment, subscribe, let people know, share the video, and we'll see you here next week. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
See ya, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.